Hey there, this is Alan Brocken. Now that my kids are grown up, they say I'm the cool dad everybody talks about. But if I'm being honest, I was not always a cool dad. A lot of times I was grumpy. A lot of times I might not have even had a word to say to them because I was just exhausted from work. Life was stressful, things like that. Now that they're out of the house and I got a little bit more time to breathe, I'm going to give you all a daily dad word, some things to think about to help you get your brain out of work mode and into family mode. And so today's dad word is kids. We're going to be talking about kids today. I'm going to have maybe some kid jokes, and we'll be just talking about how to engage with your kids. So it's super important, though, when you have kids and you fly on an airplane, that you make sure that you put your oxygen mask on before helping them. And so I think it's super important we all take a deep breath, especially in transition times, going from point A to point B in life. It helps clean out, bad brain chemicals and kind of gives us more focus and energy. So let's breathe. Take a deep breath in, out through your nose. Deep breath in, out through your nose, and just keep doing that. So as a Christian, I believe God created the concept of family from the beginning. So here's this week's memory verse. No one has ever seen God but the one and only Son, who is himself God and is in closest relationship with the Father, has made him known. John 1:18. Are you still breathing? So take it slow. I'm sure you have some stuff on your mind. You're trying to transition from work to life, right? And I want you to be hanging stuff up on. And maybe right now you're caught up in something at work. Maybe there's some hill you've got to go die on at work, or maybe there's something in your community or your family life that's a battle that you're fighting. Well, today's great word from Patrick Henry to the Virginia Convention exemplifies this idea. Almighty God, I know not what course others may take, but give me liberty or give me death. And as I thought about that, I mean, we're in this sort of political season, it's voting time, things like that. And, America has been around for a while now, and we've had people who've had to stand up for lots of different things over the time. Especially over the last couple of years, there's a lot of things in front of us worthy of great sacrifice, especially if you've got your parent and you got younger children. Mine are old enough, I didn't have to wrestle with the same challenges you might today. But I know one hill I was willing to die on was ensuring they had a great education. Early on with our kids, public school was working for everyone. I mean, the kids were okay. We were, my wife was okay. Everybody, it made sense. Then when my daughter hit third grade, the principal changed and the whole attitude of the school shifted. Her teacher sat my daughter next to a boy who mercilessly tormented her. Yet the teacher claimed to be doing this to help the boy by seeing her example. All it really did was shut my daughter down. She went from sort of this excelling track, gifted kind of thing, to just checking out completely from school. And that wasn't going to be good for her, not for the long haul. She didn't need that kind of stress. But neither the teacher nor the principal would do anything about it. And so we just weren't going to stand for that nonsense. We had to make the hard call, and we, based on what we had financially and other things, we had to homeschool. That was like the answer. It was a huge choice for us. It meant my wife was out of the workforce for a good decade, and that I had to pick up different responsibilities to make sure my kids' enrichment activities were the same, right? So they had the same kind of diversity of experience they might have gotten in public school. And so I spent a lot of time, nights and weekends, doing stuff to make sure my kids got extra stuff that they just didn't get because we homeschooled. But at the end, I think it was the best decision we could have made for our family. And I'm glad we made that decision. But it was, it ended up being a hill we kind of had to die on. Is there a conflict in front of you that you need to make a hard stand, like really make some changes, do the hard thing? You need to talk it out. Join us on the Facebook at the Daily Dad Word discussion group. Link is in the description. Are you still breathing? So I got to tell you, when I think about amazing kids, Vivian Har came to mind because she had learned about some boys who had been enslaved. There were two Nepali boys who were enslaved, and she wanted to make a stand against it, right? Like, I mean, that's a horrible thing to hear about. And even as just a young child, she thought this was something that she could do something about. And so she decided to open a lemonade stand to try to make money to combat childhood slavery. After only 173 days, her stand raised $100,000. And it continued to grow into an organization known as Make a Stand Limited. And so, if you want to learn more about Vivian and her charity, you can check that out in the links in the description. Hey, are you still breathing? So maybe that didn't do it for you. Maybe you need just a good old belly laugh. So I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna try some jokes here. So I have a friend of mine who's a drummer, and he just had twin daughters. You know what he called them? And a one and a two. Get it? No, no. Okay. All right. So I got a friend of mine, and bigger Star Wars fan than me. His son is super excited because he got named out. His name's Han. He got named after a Star Wars guy. I thought that was awesome. However, their daughter Chewbacca is not too happy about it. No, no, you don't like that. Oh, okay, well, all right. Well, thank you for tuning into the Daily Dad Word. If you're looking for some more inspiration for your family time, check us out at dailydadword.com/dailydadword. Link in the bio. We have a number of resources out there to help you plant a seed for a lifetime relationship with your family, including a link to the Daily Dad Word Discussions Facebook group. If you found this focus time useful, click like and subscribe and be notified of the next day's show.